conversation. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start.
Well, it's a long journey for a start. It's 31 and a half years. I started in our London office in January 1994 as a mechanical engineer. So I started at the bottom, same as most people's experience in the business. And I've probably been part of the growth and the journey of Cundall since then. So initially I started focusing on healthcare projects, and I've been involved in lots of other sectors along the way. But I was part of our transition to being a sector-focused business, and part of that was being involved in setting up the healthcare sector and leading that sector. And then in 2007, I was talked into transitioning to the Middle East by one of my colleagues, David Stratton, which was a very exciting opportunity. I had young kids at the time, so it presented something really interesting and challenging. And since then, as part of that transition, with the establishment of the additional offices here and more offices in the European region, we set up regional boards, and part of that process really saw me moving into that role of managing the region as a whole. And there you go, 31 and a half years in 10 seconds. Well, the initial opportunities we had in Dubai specifically were 2 hospital projects, and we didn't win them. But the feedback we got was very positive from the clients, and the main reason we didn't win them is we didn't have an establishment here. So that was really the catalyst for looking at setting something up here. But at the time, the opportunities were endless. Back in 2007, the market was absolutely booming. So we had no problem securing work. But what we really wanted to drive was the sustainability agenda that's central to everything we do, as you know. I wasn't initially very confident that that would get much traction, but it got traction immediately, and it's actually been part of the foundation of building the business in the region since. Well, I would say what defines us really is our values. Our clients and our people are really important to us. So integrity is really important, creativity, collaboration, and as I said already, sustainability. And these are things that have really been part of the company since I joined. So I've got all of this from the founding partners personally, and it's something that we've run with as a business. And I think taking care of our people is to the benefit of our clients, and taking care of our clients is to the benefit of the business. And fundamentally, that's what we've done as long as I've been in the business, and it's worked very successfully, and we've built the business on the back of that. I think our industry is very much a people-driven industry. So we're consultancy, so we provide advice, and we're supposed to be the experts, and our clients need experts to achieve their outcomes, what they're actually trying to achieve. And the only way that you can do that is through effective communication, through honesty and through integrity. So I think the most important thing really is building that relationship with your clients, building that relationship with your people, and showing and being honest to what you actually do, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable if you need to be vulnerable, but just having that honest, straight conversation with people. That's really the best way of demonstrating to people that you care. And when you know what people's challenges are, whether that's personal challenges for your staff, whether it's challenges for your clients, the best way to achieve solutions is understanding them, understanding their drivers and understanding their challenges. And I think you can only do that through building strong bonds and relationships and effective communication. If you make a commitment to a client, whether that be deadlines, whether it be the quality of service that you're going to give, it's about being honest in your approach in business. That's how you build that strength and that bond with your client. You price the job correctly in the first place. You don't try and take advantage of anything that might be in the contract or might be in the scope of works. And on that, you build that solid relationship. And if you say you're going to deliver, you have to deliver. But what's really important is problems happen. I mean, the nature of the construction industry is things often don't run to plan, and there's lots of different stakeholders that can cause things to go off track. You have to have that honest conversation with your clients when things are beginning to go wrong, if it looks like that, and you have to have a collaborative approach, work with them for the best outcome. And my experience is that when you behave like that with your clients, they will support you. Ultimately, everybody wants success, so they'll support you and you'll end up with the best outcome. If you try and hide things, it's like anything in life, just being honest with people. If you try and hide things go wrong, and that's when the real problems start. Where we've come from and where we are now, it's been quite a long journey. When I started, there were 4 offices in the UK, and now we've got probably over 30 offices now globally. And I was part of that journey. I helped establish a number of those offices, and growing the business to where we are now. But really, what I'm most proud of is that in doing that, I've been able to preserve, in my capacity anyway, and along with my colleagues, preserve the values that drove the business when it was established in 1976, and build on those values. We've adapted, we've changed, but we've honoured those values. And I think that's really important, because what attracted me to the business 31 and a half years ago still exists in the DNA of the business. And that's probably one of the proudest things. There have been lots of projects along the way, too many to mention, that I've been proud of, but also being able to grow teams, and give people opportunities, so the same sort of opportunities I was given. It's great to be able to give those opportunities to people that are emerging through the business.